So, got an FX-9, neat little 9mm with the 4.5-inch barrel. Was wanting to get this fake suppressor off. Tried a cheap strap wrench, and I don't know how well you can see that, but I've been playing with it for a few minutes and that didn't work. Got irritated. Got out the pipe wrench. I've got it in an AR-15 upper vise block. The FX-9 doesn't quite fit, but it fits well enough that it doesn't rotate. Anyway, left one little mark on here with the pipe wrench and got it loose. Once you get it loose, it's pretty easy. You unthread it. And I've looked all over the internet and I can't find anything. And if you look at these threads, you can look down in here. Well, you can see, but it just fits over the barrel and then it's threaded. So it's not too complicated. Just a hunk of aluminum. But if we can focus on the threads here, let's see if we'll focus on the threads. There we go. There's no thread locker. This thing's really, I mean, I had to grunt with the pipe wrench. And the reason is the washer that they use has these little teeth on both sides. And so when you tighten that booger down, it bites. So I'm replacing the factory faux muzzle brake. And so I've got this one little gash. You can feel it and see it from the pipe wrench. And I put it intentionally at the back. If I ever put this on, the handguard will cover it because only about that much sticks out. So it'd cover it. The handguard would cover that. But I'm replacing that with this guy. So I got this little muzzle brake. Poured it all around. It's a 9mm muzzle brake. Should, I stress should, thread right on, hopefully. And it'll tighten up with a wrench. It's got flats for a wrench. And so I'll tighten that up just maybe 1/8 of a turn with a wrench. And now I've got the FX-9 with a nice little muzzle brake. I think it's a much more attractive look than the faux suppressor. But that's just me. I don't know. I like it. So if you have one of these little handy-dandy guns, you either need a really nice strap wrench, or you could glue some rubber into the jaws of a pipe wrench. But you definitely need an upper block or something to secure this with so that the body doesn't spin. And you have to put some oomph on it. I grunted to get it on off camera, and since I'm my own cameraman, I can't video me doing that, but I definitely had to put a little grunt on it. And I really wish they would make this part with a flat so that you could put a wrench on it for the folks who buy this gun and want to change it. That little burr, you can actually see it sticking up. I'll take a file to it. I'll put a little Sharpie over it. And I'll sit it on the shelf with all my other AR-15 parts. And if I ever decide to put it back on, you know, I'll put it back on. If not, it'll just sit there. I will say I tried when this block didn't fit. I also have a reaction rod. If you're familiar with those, it goes in the chamber. This does not have an AR-15 style chamber. It is very much like a pistol chamber. These FX-9 carbines that Freedom Ordnance sells. And so you cannot use a reaction rod. You have to have this clamshell style AR-15 upper vise block. And this is a standard one that goes on a standard AR-15. It doesn't quite, look at it this way, it just doesn't quite mate up. But it mates up enough that I can work on this and it wouldn't move. So it's good enough for me. Anyway, so if you have an FX-9 in any barrel length and you're trying to change this out, there is no blue thread locker. There is no red thread locker. You don't need any heat. You just need an insane amount of torque. So good luck.